Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. I don't remember what the actual title here is. It's greater than X, I think. It's easy peasy Sudoku Advent 12. What is it specifically? It's greater than X. Yep. By Richard. And these are essentially easier puzzles of concepts that he makes as puzzles in general. I guess he created one here that was a little bit more difficult than normal, so he wanted to create one that was a little easier for people. Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have apply classic Sudoku rules, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. In all cases where the difference between two horizontally or vertically neighboring digits is exactly x, there is a greater or less than sign between those digits. Digits must be placed in accordance with the signs. So that means whatever is on the open end of a greater than less than sign must be greater than the digit that is on the pointed end of the greater than or less than sign. Okay. Digits must be placed in accordance with the sign. Finding the value of x is part of the puzzle. So we don't know what the difference is between these digits. Also, beware of the negative constraint. All greater than signs are given. So that means we have a negative constraint here. So we don't know what x is. Say x was, I don't know, 2 or whatever. Then these digits would have to be in a difference, have to have a difference of 2. And this would be 2 greater than this cell, which would be 2 greater than this cell. So you could have, say, 3, 5, and 7 there, and that would be valid. And those are examples of how this could work. I've never actually seen this puzzle type before, so I was kind of curious about how that worked. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play, so this was an example of how the greater than x is, because the x, these digits must be greater than each other by a certain number, which is x. But we don't know what x is. Finding out is part of the puzzle. And we need to beware of the negative constraints. So all the greater than signs are given. So say this x was 2. If this were, say, a 7 here, none of the digits next to that shares an edge with that 7 could be 5 or 9 if x were 2, right? Because there is no greater than sign in any of these cells here. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So, where is 9 in box 6? One interesting aspect is, in box 6, every digit is in a relationship with another digit in that box. At least one. Could be 2 for this specific one. But we know 9 cannot be any of these cells here because these cells are less than other digits. Can't be here. Can't be here because those are less than any digits. So 9 has to be one of these two. And it cannot be 9 with 8, so there's not a difference of 1. If we have a difference of 5 or more, the problem with that is that if you have a difference of 5, this has to have a difference of 5, and this has to have a difference of 5, which is not possible, right? So the difference has to be 2, 3, or 4. But if it's 4, this could only be 9, 5, and 1, but this can't be 9. So it has to have a difference of 2 or 3 then. Okay. Hmm. If it's 3, this can't be 3, 6, 9. It could be 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7. And that could work. Hmm. So that's possible. So X is either 2 or 3. We don't know which. The question is, how do we distinguish that difference? 8 cannot be any of these cells. It can't be any of these cells because it's going to be, it has to be greater than something. So you have to have 8 either here, 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 or here. If the difference is 3, 8 must be here because 8 can't be here because 5 would have to be here and we can't have a 5 in that row. So 8 would be here, then this would be 5 and 2, if that were the case. If the difference is 3. If the difference is 2, though. So if the difference is 3, this must be 8, 5, 2. And this would have to be 7, 4, and 1, because it can't be 9 to start here. And you can't be 8, 5, 2 here because of the 2 in the column. So then this would be 7, 4, and 1 if that were the case. These would have to have a difference of 3. So it's either 3... Oh. Huh. How would that work? So this would be 8, 5, and 2. I guess this could be 8 and 5. One of these would be 9, so one of these would have to be 6. So I think this would have to be 9, right? Eight and 5 couldn't be here. 8 and 5 would have to be in some set here. So one of them would have to be in a relationship here. And so it would have to be 5 and 8. And then this would be... You couldn't have 6 and 3 here because 9 would be here. So then this would be 9, 6, and 3. So that's how that would work out if that were 3. I mean, that seems okay for now. This has a difference of 3. So that seems feasible. What about difference of 2? Then you would have 9 and 7 there. You could have 5, 3, 1 there. Hmm. Hmm. Or you could have 8, 6, 4, 8. So what are the possibilities here? So obviously if it's 3 of the difference, this must be 8, 5, and 2. If the difference is 2, you could have 8, 6, 4. 7. You can't have 7 because this would be 9 here and then 7 here. You could have 6. No, you can't have 6, 4, 2. Oh, you can't have 8, 6, 4 either. Interesting. If you try to have 8, 6, 4, where is 2 going to be in this box? 2 is not have a difference of 2 with it has to be with another even digit, but all the other even digits are here. And you can't have 642 for the same reasoning. So either this is difference of 3, 852, or this is a difference of 2, and you can't have 3 evens here because that leaves in the rest of this box another even, which has to have a difference of 2 with an odd digit, which is not possible. So this would then be 5, 3, and 1 in that case. So this would be 5, 3, and 1. So you have 8, 5, 2. So guaranteed 5 has to be one of these digits, which means in box 4, 5 has to be one of these 3 digits. You have either 852 and this becomes 741, or, and then let's try to figure out the rest of this. We have 8 and 5 here. This would have to be 9 and 6, and this would be 3. So you'd have 852, 9, 6. That doesn't work. Right? If you have 852 here, 3 is in a ratio with what? It can't be 9 or 6 because they're both here. So then there's no other digit it can be in a relationship with. So it has to be a difference of 2. So this must be a difference of 2. This is 5, 3, and 1. The remaining digits then here, we have 8, 9, and 4. And this must be 2, 6, and 7 here. Obviously 9 can't be here. This can't be 7. So this is a difference of... So this is odd. So these are odd. This is odd. This is odd. So this is important because we know that every sign that's next to a less than or greater than sign must be the same, how do you say it? The same parity. Okay. What can this be? Okay. These are the same parity. We're not sure which. And that's because the difference is 2 that we know. So 6 cannot be any of... Okay, this can't be 6 because that would be a difference of 2. So then this must be 2. This must be 4. So no 2, 4 here. No 2, 4 here. If this were both odd, that would be 9 and 7, and that would have a difference of 2, so that's not possible. So these are both even. What else do we have? This, if this is even, it would have to be 6 and 4. That's possible. Where is 9 remaining here? 9 can't be here. 9 can't be here. 9 can't be here. Because these are less than other digits, and 9 can't be here because of the 8, 9 pair in the column, in the row. So this has to be 9 here. 7 cannot be either of these. So 7 this cannot be odd, because 7 is the only remaining odd in row 4, so this must be even. So both of these are even. This is 2 or 4, with 4 or 6 being there, and this is 6 or 8. So one of these is 4. We know that for certain. We have 3 evens in column 6, so this cannot both be evens. They're odd. This can't be 2 evens here because of the... That would make 5 evens in box 5, so these are both odd. So this cannot be 7. This is 3 and 1. That means 7's one of these two. This cannot be 4 and 2, because that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So this must be 6. It could be 8. 8 and 6, or 6 and 4. Those are possibilities. We are guaranteed 6 is one of these digits, though. These are both odd. 7 is one of these digits. If 7 were here, there would have to be a greater than sign here, so this can't be 7. This is the even digit. This is odd, and is 7. To be consecutive here, it cannot be 9, because there's no 7 available in the column. Therefore, it must be either 5, 3, or 3, 1. Can't be 5, 3, because 3 in the row, so this is 3 and 1. We are guaranteed 3 and 1 in column 4 in one of these 3 cells. If there was a 3, 1 here or a 3, 1 here, that would guarantee there's a greater than sign in one of those 2 places. Since there isn't, this can't be 1 or 3. This must be a 1, 3 pair here. These are both odd. Let's see. Do we have anything here? Not particularly. This digit is the same as that digit. This cannot be 4 or 8, so it's 2 or 6 here. So one of these two is a 4 in box 5. Remaining digits in row row 6. 1, 2, 5, and 6. So this can't be 1 or 2 because there's no digit that's 2 less than either of those. If this is 5, this would be 3, so this can't be 5. So this must be even in 6. This must be 4. This must be 6. So we have 6 here, 4 here, 6 here, which means this can't be 6. That's 8, which makes this a 6. So this can't be 6. That's 2. This can't be 2. This is 4. This is 2 greater than that. That's 6. This is 8. Okay, so this is not 2 or 6. This is 1 and 5. So those are both odd. If these cannot be both even, because that would force this to be 8 and 2, which is not a difference of 2. So these are both odd. This can be 5 or 7 specifically, which means it's with 7 or 9 here. So 7 has to be one of these 2 digits here. We have 4 odd digits in box 8. If these were both odd, that would make 6, which is not possible. So these are both even. This has to be either 4 or 8, which means this is a difference of 2. So this is 2 or 6 there. Okay, remaining digits in row 4 are 2 and 7. So to be 2 away from 2 or 7 must be 4 or 9 here. Remaining digits in row 5 are 3, 4, and 9. 4 cannot be next to the 6. That's all we have. Remaining digits in column 4. We have 4, 7, 8, 9. Not 6. 4, 7, and this can't be 8 or 9 because 8 in the box and 9 in the row. Actually, where is 9 in box 2? Can't be here. Can't be here. Can't be here because these are even. Can't be here because this is less than a digit, so it has to be here. So this is 9. 7 cannot be either of these. Okay, so if these are both odd, that would make 6 odds in column 5. So this can't be odd. So these are even, which means we have 4 evens in box 2. That leaves the remaining digits as odd. So this cannot be 4. This is 7. We have 5 odds in column 4. So this must not be odd. This is even. This 7 eliminates 7 here. So this is 9, which makes this 7. This is in a 1 to 2. This is also in the ratio, so this must be 4 and 2. So this can't be 2. This is 6. This is 8, which forces this to be 4. Where's the 2 in column 6? It must be there, and this must be 5 here. So this is 5, 2, and this must be 5. Okay, remaining digits. This can't be 2, 4, 6, or 8. It's odd. Cannot be 7 because that would be 2 away from here. Cannot be 3 because that would be 2 away from here. So this must be 1, which makes this 3, which makes that 1. Okay, this 3 eliminates 3 here. Remaining digits in column 7. We have 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This can't be 3, 6, or 7 because of 3, 6, 7 in the row, so this is 8, which makes that even. This can't be 6 or 8 or 3, so this must be 7 left. This can't be 7 or 8. This can't be 7 or 8. It's 3 or 6 and 3 or 6. So this is odd. This has a difference of 2 away from this. So it's either 5 or 8. If this were 3 odds, this would be 7, 5, and 3, but this can't be 5 because of 5 in the row. So this can't be 3 odds. This is 3 evens. Since these are 3 evens, the remaining relationships cannot be even because that would give us 5 evens in column 9. So this is odd and this is odd, which makes this 9 and 7. This is 6 and 8. These are both even. These cannot be even because of the same issue with column 9. So this must be even here. This has because we have 5 odds in column 9. This must be 3 and 5, and this must be 6, so this is even. This is the last even in row 7, so because we have 4 evens. So these must be odd. I can eventually click on it correctly. And this must be a 2. So that leaves this as 4, 6, and 8. This must be 5 and 3. This can't be 3, 5, 7, or 9, so this is 1. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're close to solving it. That forces this to be a 5 here, which makes this 1, which makes that 5. Remaining digits in column or in box 3 are 2 and 7. 7 can't be here because of 7 in the row, so this is 2, this is 7. That means this is even, this is odd. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 9 and 7, which makes this 2. So these are odd. This is even. This can't be 9. This cannot be 3, because then there would have to be a greater than sign between these, so this must be 4, which makes this 9, which makes that 3. So this is even, and these are odd. Remaining digits in row 3 are 2 and 5. 2 can't be here because of 2 in the column, so this is 5, that's 2. Also, 5 couldn't be next to the 3 because there would be a greater than sign, but we don't need that information. Remaining digits in column 8. Actually, maybe we can just start doing numbers. Ones. No, we can't. 2. We have 8 twos, I believe, right? So we know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be here. So that's 2. 3s. We have 8 3s, so we know where the last 3 has to be. It has to be there. 4. We have 4 in box 9, cannot be here, so this must be 4 here. Which makes that an odd. That makes that odd. And we have 8 4, so we know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be here. These are even, which forces these to be odd, because we have 4 evens in column 3. Now we have 5 odds in row 2, so this is even. We have 5 odds in column 1, so these are both even, which forces both of these to be odd. Okay, so that was 4. What about 5? We have all the 5s, it seems. Yep. 6s. We have 8 6s. We know where the last 6 has to be. It has to be there. 7s. 7 has to be in row 1 here. And we have 8 7s, so we know where the last 7 has to be. It has to be there. 8s are the remaining even digits. So this is 8 and this is 8. 9 in column 8 has to be here, which means we have 8 and 9, so the last 9 is here, and the remaining digits are a 1. I didn't check to see if there were any scenarios where they were not 2 away from each other, or they were 2 away from each other without the greater than sign between them. Obviously, red and blue cannot be 2 away from each other. 9 and 3 is 6 away. 9 and 5 is 4 away. These are all 7 and 1 are 6 away. We have a greater than sign there. This is 4 away, 6 away. Greater than, this is 4 away. 8 away, 6 away, and 4 away. Greater than 4 away. 4 here, 6 away, 6 away. Not surrounded, 6 away. Greater than 6 4. 6 6. Greater than 4. We already did that. Greater than 8 6 and 4 away. 4 away, greater than. So anything previous we don't have to do, I guess. 6 away. This is greater than. 4 away, greater than. 4 away. Greater than 4 away. 8 away. Greater than 6 away. That's above. That's already handled. These are not even. 6 away. 4 away. 4 away here. This is greater than 6 away. Greater than 4 away. Greater than. We already did that. 6 away. No reds here. 4 away. 4 away. 4 away. 4 away. 4 away. No, nothing there. We already did that. Greater than 4 away. Nothing here. Greater than. Nothing here. Greater than. Nothing. We already did this. Greater than 4 away. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Greater than. Nothing here. Nothing. This is 6 away. Nothing here. Greater than. Nothing here. This is 4 away. 4 away, 6 away. 6 away. 8 away. Nothing here. 6 away. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. 4 away. Nothing here. And 6 away. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. This was an interesting concept of having these greater than signs force those scenarios. Yeah, I mean, just overall, it's a nice little puzzle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.